Good morning, y'all. It's Mindy. My kidneys went fuck me because it's stupid to drink 90% of a 2 liter of Mountain Dew by yourself. But I gotta say, I woke up yesterday morning literally singing, and this morning I actually woke up decently happy as well. My teeth are fucking burning, my tongue is tingling, my head is surprisingly not bad. And there's a lot of fellas that can vouch for that. I'm just kidding. My inflammation is not as bad as it was. My teeth do hurt like shit. And my gut is telling me to go fuck myself. And my piss went from extremely bright neon green to darker than me. So, yeah. Let's try to hesitate on that. But I'm feeling good, or not as good as I could, because I don't know. Let's just say it's annoying if you have a Christmas fling that meets like all of your standards in a man, and it feels like you met someone who could be your future husband someday. But y'all probably can't see each other again. And I guess the most annoying thing is I specifically do have a past with people who enjoy the whole leading me on, love bombing thing, and then totally cutting me off high and dry. I've had that many times before. One would think I would eventually stop falling for it, but I don't know. It's kind of like the Charlie Brown trick with the football. It's like, what can you say? Maybe one day he'll finally be able to kick that ball. Does he? No. He falls on his ass every fucking time. And I don't know. This time I thought I was prepared for it because me and him literally had a pre-agreed arrangement where it's like, here we meet just for Christmas or Christmas Eve and Christmas. And then the second it ends, we block each other. But next thing you know, it was Christmas night. And I don't remember what we did specifically, but all I know is we were hanging out really late. I think we were at North Beach, and he just straight up was like, so you want to get another hotel or what? And he just, like, really was looking forward to another day with me, and it was so sweet. And the next day, I remember, we got drunk off of sherry in the lobby again, and we were gonna try to go ice skating while tipsy. The game plan was, oh, if we drink as much of the sherry as possible, because, you know, when we booked another night, we found a mouse, and the concierge guy was a dick, so we were like, hey, we should get revenge by just taking to just get 90% of the sherry out the bottle, if not the whole bottle, and then we just dip. Like, you know, they'll still think we were guests here. And we did that, and I drank mine fast as fuck because I wanted the results to hit fast as fuck. Was that a good idea? To an extent. But let's just say one thing led to another. Somehow we got into a fight at a bus stop. Not a physical altercation, but a verbal one. And let's just say I got to see how bad this man's insecurities were. If you've been here for a while, you know I hate dating men with insecurities. Everyone has insecurities. Well, do they? Do I have insecurities? I mean, some asshole called me ugly hot on stage a few days ago and it's burning through my brain. But then again, I already know he's not, like, I already know he was not fucking right. It just kind of hurt to hear that only because that's around the same time me and this exact guy in this story stopped talking. So, yeah. Also, that exact same night, I got like fucking 7 people trying to get my phone number at that same event. And like even yeah, okay, intermission. Hell, at the event where some comedian who hates me called me ugly hot and tried to say, "Ooh, she looks like she has rings around her lips like herpes or some shit." Like his whole set, no one laughed. They only laughed, I think, during that part because it was like, oh shit, he's like fucking just saying whatever, and it's obscene and absurd. And a few other comics in the crowd hated me, but fuck those niggas. Oh, but either way, yeah, it was wild. I had my own friends trying to shoot their shots. I had like 7 different people I was flirting with. Like, oh my god, of all genders. It was crazy. That was a crazy night. Yeah, that was like a night or two after I got back from my meetup with Tony, my Christmas fling. Yeah, because I was trying to cope and stuff. It was a fun night. I looked amazing. Let Tony miss out. Fuck him. And I know I just got off track. I don't know. I'm bringing you through my process as I am sobering up from an obscene amount of caffeine in my system. But that night with the 2 nights after Tony was crazy because like I remember this one guy I made out with this summer. He straight up came up to me and he was like, "Yeah, I wish that I was mentally stable, and it's a shame that you aren't either, because we would make an amazing thing, Tam. Like I can really see us like being like a perfect. We would so work out so well. Like you're just so fucking gorgeous and you're stunning as fuck. You are so fucking gorgeous. Hot damn, you're amazing." Oh my god, you're the best, Ham. And he just was not like he was even using the full legal name. He was like, "You're the best to me." At like, oh, that was a pleasant surprise. I looked so hot that a nigga I made out with over the summer decides to fully Like, decide before the end of the year is over, just fully be like, it's a shame that we both are insane. We would make a great couple. Like, damn. Respect. So good that another mutual friend of mine, he's shooting his shot with the flirtations with me harder. It was so cute. He was stuttering over the phone with me the other day. He was like, "You're like a 15 out of 10." Like, holy shit. He was really sweet. Yeah. Anyway, let me get back to the story. So I went on a tangent because I'm tired and fuck you. I can talk about whatever I want, but thank you for sticking around this long. Anyway, back to the main story point of this video. So with me and Tony, when this was like the third day of us hanging out, I remember we were at some bus stop just because I drank my shit way too fast. And he was fast walking and stuff and trying to walk anywhere without directions and stuff. That's his thing. I don't know. And I got to talking about a story that I thought he would find funny or interesting. And let's just say it somehow led to an argument, and then his insecurities popped up. I hate dating insecure men, I do. Because they always find a way to project. And let's just say, do you know how frustrating it is that, like, anytime I said anything good about this man, he tried to find a way to twist it into something terrible being said about him? Like, I remember he just straight up told me to my face, he was like, I feel like the last few days have been really, like, awkward and not as fun as the other few days. Like, it hasn't been that good of a time. And I said, oh, why? And he said, I feel like you hate me. Like, and I feel like you don't like that I haven't been able to have sex with you. And I said, oh, I don't care about that. No, this has been the best week. Like, sir, I'm just grateful I get to have your company. You're amazing. Like, hell, all of this was a pleasant surprise to me. Like, when we, like, hell, when we first met, the bar was really, really low from the beginning. Like, this is fucking, like, I'm just saying, like, what are you even talking about? And then he went, oh my God, Tamia, really? The bar's low? And I was like, what do you mean? What did I say that's offensive? And he said, you're saying that I haven't been reaching the bar's low? Really? You're saying I haven't been reaching the bar? What bar? And I said, no, dumbass. I'm saying you have well surpassed the bar. I'm saying the bar when we first met was we were supposed to just be some sort of hookup. Right? Where we were gonna, like, I don't know, cook some shitty lasagna together online. And then we were gonna fuck and then never see each other again. You think I'm gonna complain? That it's like, okay, boo-hoo, I didn't get sex. I don't need sex. I've had 3 days of wonderful, amazing conversation with you. I've been smiling from ear to ear every single second that I'm around you. And I feel so goddamn happy with your presence. You have made me smile like I haven't felt in years, if ever. Like, and you really want to sit here and try to find a way to twist my words into something negative? You really want to do that? Wow! I was so pissed, but he softened after that. But then there were little moments like that that just kept repeating, kept repeating, kept repeating. And eventually, I remember I was just breaking down to that bus stop. It got really bad. But I did just straight up tell him, I was like, how come every time I say something positive to you, you have to find something bad to say about yourself when I'm not saying that? And then he kind of, I guess he got really emotional at that point too, because he kind of didn't even realize he was doing it. And I said, that's why I hate complimenting men and having feelings for them, because it's like I'm being punished for trying to love them, and it just doesn't fucking work out. I don't like dating people or talking to people for that reason, because I'll try to let them know that they're loved and cared about, and they instead just they'll just fucking not believe me. That shit sucks. And he felt really bad at that point. And I remember at that point I was like, I'm way too drunk and I'm not peeing in public again. But let's go back to the hotel. And we went back to the hotel. And I guess he felt bad. Plus, he did have feelings for me that he also couldn't deny at that point anymore. Like, it was very funny. He kind of was trying to help me sober up, but he also, out of habit, got me another sherry. And I got him one too. And I just joked, I like how you saw me drunkenly slamming my head against that bus stop and all that shit. And you were like, yeah, she needs another sherry. And he said it was a habit. And I said, it's okay. It tastes really good anyway. But we decided to stay for another goddamn night at that hotel. And then, because I guess he was like, well, I don't know if you're able to get home safely, and I don't really feel comfortable leaving you alone. How about we book another night here? And it was nice. We just had another night where I ordered us nachos, and we sat in front of the fireplace just talking about anything under the sun, and it was beautiful. And then we went to his hotel room, and we watched the World Chase Tournament. It was a sweet time. It was a sweet time. He was reacting to the World Chase Tournament on NBC as if it was the fucking Super Bowl. It was awesome. And did we have sex for the entire time of our trip? Not really. Aside from like the first 2 days, he gave me life, like amazing head. But nothing really happened. And I'm okay with that. Because I was just happy to be around him. It still took him like another day or two to realize that. Like the next day, we had to have a big conversation about it. But I explained to him, it's like I care about you so fucking much, and I guess like something that was the reason he felt anxious for the past few days is because he kind of realized he was catching feelings. Like, and I could tell too, but I didn't know if because men be lying and shit. They really do. I have a million fucking stories I could tell you with a million heartbreaking endings, and you would have thought I would have been married to those men. So I don't know. I guess this fling was like, hey, what's one more bullet to the person who's already been shot 99 times, you know? It's just, but still, that sucks it had to be this way. I'll tell you more about it later. I'm just feeling a little. I don't want to be too emotional. Let's think positive. But I will say, it was very lovely that I got to be. Let's just say he was very panicky. He was like, over the. Like, let's just say, someone who. Sorry, I'm a little drunk. Not drunk, but my head's stopping. I'll put it this way. Someone who really wanted a fling would not act in the way he did. He would get jealous even if I was talking in past tense about a guy who I knew when I was like 17, 18, or like even if the main focus wasn't the guy, he would be focusing on the guy. And then he would be projecting and like, Tamia, you're obsessed with these men. And I'd be like, no, nigga, I was talking about this restaurant. What the fuck are you talking about? The whole time he was the one obsessed with the men because he didn't like the idea of me being around any men. He didn't want to hear about my body count, which is totally valid. And then like sex was something that like let's just say he couldn't get it up, but he also felt ferociously horny and around me. Like he was really attracted to me. He just couldn't get it up because of nerves. He didn't want to admit this to me, but he's the type of guy where even during flings, it wasn't just like let's say he had a fling that lasted a few months. It wasn't they fucked off the bat and then fucked for several months with fun activities in between. It was they dated or kept meeting each other for a few months before he finally had sex with them type shit. And I guess he was trying his luck by thinking he could have a hookup just to, as if. And he was worried. He was like, oh shit, the agreement with Tamia is that she's going to block me or stop seeing me as soon as Christmas ends. But I don't want to be treated as disposable. I don't want her to forget me because this means the world to me. And I don't want this to just be some average Tuesday for her. I don't want to mean nothing to her after this. And he was really worried that like not having sex with me, like he was ruining my good time or that it wasn't worth it in my eyes. Plus, he could feel something within me, and I guess he thought, oh, I feel like she's being a little off. It's probably because I haven't fucked her and she's disappointed. And it's like, no, it's because I had feelings for him too. And I was scared because I thought to myself, it's supposed to end after Christmas. It's what we agreed upon, and we're doing everything out of what was supposed to happen. And now, next thing, and then it was like 5 days, like when it was supposed to be one or two, and we didn't have sex, but I was the happiest I'd been in ages. It really was beautiful and scary and terrifying because you don't know what comes next with something like that. Ugh, I drank way too much Mountain Dew. My side is killing me. Good God. But I'll say it like this. I am glad that, like, eventually we were in front of the fireplace again at that hotel drinking sherry, and I just fucking told him, no, the reason I've been uncomfortable is because I've realized I have feelings for you, and they've been growing consistently, and I feel very strongly towards you and grateful that I met you. Like, and I'll be sad if I never talk to you again because I really would love to keep you around. Like, and I would care about you no matter what happened between us. I'd still cherish you and your presence, but I am scared, you know? And it turns out he was scared too. And it's very nice when you have a grown man cry in front of you saying how much you made him feel loved in the very short time you knew him and how he's just happy to hear that the feeling was the same. Now, I don't have enough data to talk about this further, but let's just say, even though it didn't end fully the best, I still will chalk this up as a happy ending, because why not? Tony was very good to me. Peace out. Bye.